Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Fred and Marco, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Marco's ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands, the correction and the motivations that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred's using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give the correction, and the only correction that we give here at school is a little tug and let go on the training collar. And that is the second piece of equipment that we're using, and Marco's going to come home with his very own training collar, and you'll be instructed on how to use that during your one-on-one follow-up training session. Now Marco's sitting nicely at Fred's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done, and the first exercise that they're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. The command is Marco, heel, and at this point, his job is to walk along nicely beside his trainer, or you, at home, not forging ahead or lagging behind, and each time that you stop your feet, he is supposed to sit automatically to wait for his next command. And he's doing a great job at that. Nice automatic sit. So when you're walking him down the street, you should have a dog that's well under control on the end of the leash, and each time that you stop your feet, if it's to talk to a friend or cross traffic, he should be sitting nicely at your left and waiting for his next command. And the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. The long sit stay when practicing at home is for 1 minute, working up to 3 minutes, and you can practice this right in your living room or your bedroom while you're doing your homework. It helps to develop attention span and maturity. When Fred returns back to his dog, he will walk all the way around him for an additional distraction, returning all the way back around to heel position. And at this point, Marco expects to get another command. And you saw Fred give him a little pat for praise, and that's the motivation that we use. We use praise as a motivator. Remember, the command is Marco, heel. Your sit should be automatic. If he doesn't sit, you tell him no sit. Stay is a hand and a voice command, and it is a one-word command. Your long sit stay helps to develop attention span and maturity, and should be practiced indoors as well as outdoors. Now this time, instead of returning back to his dog, Fred's going to call him, and the command is Marco, come, and he should come right in front and sit facing your knees. He shouldn't be jumping all over you. Then he returns back around to heel position, back sitting. And then Fred leaves him in another sit stay, and you notice how focused he is on his trainer. And with some instruction and some work, you can work along with your video. He praises him on the way in. He should come right in front and sit facing his knees. And then he returns back around to heel position, back sitting. Very nice job, Marco. Now they're going to set up for their down commands, and there are 2 of them. And again, this is a stationary exercise and can be practiced inside your home as well as outside. Fred's going to use his left open palm straight down toward the ground and the one-word command to down. Your long down stay when you're practicing at home is for 3 minutes, working up to 5 minutes. And again, you practice this when you're watching TV, eating dinner. You don't have to go outside to do obedience training. These commands are to be incorporated into your everyday living situations. When Fred returns back to him, he will walk all the way around him just as he did on the sit stay, returning all the way back around to heel position. He gives him a little pat for praise, and they're going to demonstrate that down from a heel one more time. Remember, open left palm, straight down toward the ground, the one-word command to down, and the stay. Remember, coming to you is always a good thing. So when you call him, be happy, lighten your tone of voice, praise him on the way in, good job, and he comes right in front and sits. And that stops him from jumping all over your clothes. Good job. And the very last exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is your down from a distance. This is a little bit harder down command because you're not right next to him. Fred leaves him in a sit stay, walks out to the end of his training leash. He's going to use his right hand to give the command and drop him into a down. Perfect. Now we've demonstrated for you your heel, your automatic sit, your stay, your down from a distance, your come, and your finish. These are the exercises that you're going to be practicing with Marco at home that are going to keep you pack leaders, not him. He really needed this. He's got a big dog attitude and a little body. Amanda will be explaining everything as far as his housebreaking and crate training and all of that when she gets him home to you. We've enjoyed having Marco. He's a good boy, and thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.